Welcome back from the ad break, and let's continue with our lesson where we are going to wrap up this wonderful lesson that we have had on algebraic expressions. So remember, our focus in this lesson was algebraic language, where we focused on writing algebraically. Then we focused on like terms and unlike terms, and lastly we were focusing on those polynomials. Then the keywords that we used during this lesson were expression, coefficient, like terms, unlike terms, polynomial, monomial, binomial, and a trinomial. So those were the keywords that we were using in this lesson. Let's look at those common errors or things that you should keep in mind when you are working with algebraic language. Well, the first one there is that it is very common for learners to confuse unlike terms for like terms, especially if the terms have the same variables as a base but different exponents to the variables. Now, for example, we have the 4x squared and 6x cubed. Now, they might look like they are like terms, but because of those different exponents, then it means that they are unlike terms. So remember, these two terms are not like terms. Like terms have the same base and the same exponent to that base. So we should keep that in mind. Then it is common to think that all polynomials are the same or referred to as the same, regardless of how many terms they have. For example, saying that 2x squared plus 1 is a monomial. Now, of course, this is not a monomial. We know that monomials have one term, a binomial has two terms, and a trinomial has three terms. Then lastly, let's end our lesson with a nice challenge. So we have a challenge here. It says a group of learners donate fruits to the orphanage fruit basket, and the following fruits are brought. So we have 3 apples, 4 oranges, 10 grapes, 5 apples, 15 grapes, and 6 oranges. Firstly, represent these fruits algebraically and write down how many of each fruits is in the basket. And then if the orphanage takes 20 grapes, 7 apples, and 9 oranges, how much of each fruit is left in the basket? Represent your answer algebraically. Yes, this is a challenge, but I know you can do it. Thank you for joining us for this wonderful lesson. We hope to see you next time. Goodbye.